Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER One News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER One News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER One News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER One News. I'm Sarah Brewer with your weekend edition. We'll review some of the top stories for this week and a few of your favorites. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER One Weather Center. A favorite story of viewers this week was about the passing of the Gavel of Friendship at the American Legion post in Ephrata. Here with the story is Jeff Chu.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love.
Canadian veterans united with Ephrata's U.S. vets Sunday during the annual International Gavel Passing Ceremony. The ceremony took place at Art Sempro Post of the American Legion. The ceremony capped off 3 days of fun and friendship between the Sempro Post and the Royal Canadian Legion Okanagan Falls Branch 227 in British Columbia. Mike Montani, a veteran with the Ephrata Post for 26 years who chairs the annual gavel passing ceremony, explains what the event is all about.
People wrap their vacation into this. They take vacation time to come to this. It means that much to them. We see each other once a year. We're all good friends, and like I said, it's all about friendship with the people that we stood shoulder to shoulder with in conflicts over the years.
Okanagan Falls Branch 227 Legion's acting zone commander, Glenn Reed, visited with more than 60 other fellow vets from north of the border.
Between our three zones, South Okanagan, North Okanagan, and the Nicola Thompson, which I belong to.
I know we have Korea War veterans, and every conflict subsequent to that is represented. I'm not sure if we have any World War II veterans or not.
Really?
Well, it's actually, when it started, it was twice a year. There'd be one in Canada and one down here. And it got to be the travel and the expense got to be a little much, so we switched it to once a year, probably 30 years ago.
The overall event drew 95 registered participants. Dignitaries honoring the veterans from 2 countries included Grant County Commissioner Carol Ann Schwartz and Ephrata Police Chief Mike Warren. Canadian and American vets laid a wreath honoring the war dead. The ceremony ended with the official International Friendship Gavel passing. Trey Severin, Sempro Post Commander, accepted the gavel from Okanagan Falls Branch 227's President Evelyn Tufford. This is Jeff Chu reporting for iFIBER One News in Ephrata.
And the home of the brave.
Thank you, Jeff. If you like odd entertainment, you missed a very unique band that performed in Moses Lake's McCosh Park last Saturday.
It was a beautiful summer night for a hot show, and Portland's funky March 4th bombastically delivered Saturday night at McCosh Park's Centennial Amphitheater overlooking Moses Lake. It was another concert in the city's annual summer series.
Just like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, everybody!
Band founders John Averill and Dan Stoffers, along with others in the band, enjoyed the day in Moses Lake, swimming at the water park near the amphitheater where their bus was parked.
And the date of Fat Tuesday was March 4th, so we named the band after the date. We put the band together for a Chinese New Year Fat Tuesday party 10 years ago.
We started off with 35 10 years ago, and now we are down to 13 musicians and 4 dancers. Tonight we have 5 dancers though, so.
It's by design though.
Yeah.
We tour with a
smaller compact
band, and that's the band that plays now. At the beginning it was kind of a social club / band. It was giant, but now that we've been a touring band the last 3 years, so we travel with about 17.
I've been calling us a Mardi Gras circus lately, because we have very much a Mardi Gras kind of feel to us. We have a big brass section, deep kind of like funky grooves and rock and roll. But then we also have this kind of theatrical acrobats, dancers, kind of part of our show too. So.
Spencer Griggs, City of Moses Lake Parks and Recreation Director, said the amphitheater concert series is growing in popularity.
Oh, we've had a fantastic summer. We, as usual, have had lots of variety in music and some pretty entertained crowd. We hope to try a little bit of everything so everybody gets a chance to see some kind of music that they care a lot about, and usually some kind of music that's not normally available in the community.
The 1990s alternative rock band, the Spin Doctors, are slated for 8 p.m. this Saturday. This is Jeff Chu reporting in Moses Lake for iFIBER 1 News.
Now that definitely is different. Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DOC asks that you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call the police. You also can call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We'll be back after these messages with the latest from our iFIBER 1 Weather Center and more news.